All right, so today we are going to be taking a look at this video doorbell. This one was sent to me at no charge for this review. You heard the doorbell on the actual unit itself. You heard the inside unit chime, and then you also heard a notification come from my phone letting me know that somebody has rung the doorbell. That's what's so good about these video doorbells, is that you get notifications of people who either ring the doorbell, or you're going to get notifications of motion sensor, somebody in your front yard or somebody approaching your porch. All of that's going to come through the camera and then through the app and to your phone, depending on how you set up your notifications. So this one was sent to me at no charge for this review, and I'm going to do my best to show you everything available on this video doorbell. Then we're also going to put it to the test. We're going to put it outside. We're going to check it in the daylight, and then we're also going to check the night vision and see what kind of a quality picture and audio that we get from this. So the first thing that you want to do when you get this is you want to make sure that you get it charged up, and the charge port is over here on the side. Simple, easy to get to. There's also a place in here to put a micro SD card. It does not come with a memory card, so you have to purchase your own to put that in there if you want to be able to record and retrieve pictures or video. I do not have an SD card in here, so we're just going to be doing everything live today. You do get your charging cable, a mounting bracket, and it's a really nice mounting bracket down here on the bottom side. You can see those gears right here, which means that you can put your camera in here at an angle if you want to, and you can lock it into place. You can hear it go through those gears, and then you're going to snug up the little screw that's right here, and any position that you want at a 45-degree angle, 90-degree angle, straight on, whatever you want to do, your choice. It does have mounting hardware. I am not going to do an actual mount today. I've already got a doorbell on my front and back door. The place we're going to use this today is in our chicken coop, so we can watch our new baby chickens, our guinea fowls, and our turkeys. So that's going to be really neat. Stick around for that. It does come with a quick start guide, and what I want to say about the quick start is that it was absolutely seamless and flawless. You download the app and then you connect it to your Wi-Fi, then you're going to connect it to your doorbell, and then it's just going to work as it should. Quick, simple, easy to do. Now, one thing I did test, just so that you know, is that I have a dual band router, which means that I have a 2.4 gigahertz and I also have a 5 gigahertz. I attempted to connect it to the 5 gigahertz and it will not work. Sometimes they will work, but this one did not work. I had to switch back over to the 2.4, and then it connected and we're up and running. So what I want to do for you today is not just look at the doorbell. By the way, this is a solid doorbell. Every time I pick it up, I just think to myself, this is not a cheap plastic housing. This is solid, and so it's going to be able to withstand the weather, the elements. It's waterproof, and your covers here are silicone, so it's going to be water resistant for the plugs, the USB-C plug, and for the micro SD card. No worries here at all. I just think that this is going to be an absolutely excellent device to have, so that you can monitor your front door or your back door, or in our case, we're going to monitor our chicken coop. As the instructions go, you connect your doorbell first, and to connect your doorbell, you're just going to push the doorbell button here, then you're going to push your settings button here, then you're going to pair these together, and then you're going to be up and going just that quick. It's simply a couple of presses and you're ready to go. So we'll doorbell it. That comes through this unit right here. I've got a notification on my phone. I hear the doorbell at the doorbell itself. And then there's a notification letting me know that my doorbell has rung. Now on the side here, you do have a settings, you have a volume, and then you can also change the chime, 4 different chimes. So that was a doorbell chime, and then a second chime, third chime, a fourth chime, and then back to the original chime. And then you can also change the volume. Super duper loud if that's in the other room. I tell you what, that's kind of obnoxious in my opinion. Tone that down a little bit. And then you've got your settings button so that you can pair them together. That's the last we're going to use that doorbell. I'll tell you that right now. But it takes 3 AAA batteries. The batteries come in the package, so you can put this in any room that you need it, so that you'll be able to hear if somebody is at your front door. For example, we're down here in the studio. We can have this set up in the studio so that I can hear if somebody's at the front door, and I'll be able to talk to them through the units through my app itself. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and turn on our screen record, and we're going to look at this app together. So the first thing that we want to do here is get into our app. This is called the Cloud Edge app. And so in our app drawer, we can see the Cloud Edge on the second row. It's got 4 notifications. This is the doorbell or other notifications that I've received. We're going to click that, and this is what comes up first and foremost. And so down here, we want to click the play button. This is going to be our live stream. Now, when I open this up, the first thing that I see is a purple hue. Not very impressive. However, I'm down here in my studio. I got blue lights, I got red lights, I got a purple hue that's taking place inside right now. So I think that once we get outside under natural light, this picture is going to change for us and it'll be a much clearer picture than what we have right now. You can see the picture on the screen. You turn it sideways and you're going to go full screen and be able to pick up everything that the camera is picking up. It's a wide angle camera, so you're going to be able to pick up a good portion of your porch, of your yard, of your driveway, wherever you choose to put this. So looking at the app itself, in the top right hand corner, we're going to click that settings button. In the settings button, you're going to find everything that you need to know about your device. You can personalize this any way that you see fit. So we are going to go back to our home screen, and this is going to be the main screen that we're going to be dealing with when we are using our camera. So what we have here is a live history and a cloud. You can, if you wanted to, using this, you can take a screenshot. If you go, you can also have an intercom where you can talk back and forth on this. There's also the original sound, or you can change it to a clown voice or to an uncle. I don't know why you would want to do that, but some people like to play around with throwing their voice so that the person doesn't know who they're talking to. If you had an SD card, you can record. You can set up your motion detection to turn that on. If I was to set up my motion detection, we're going to find that the notifications are going to go off constantly. I have farm animals, ducks, chickens, and guinea fowl and turkeys, and so my notification is going to go off all the time. I just leave it shut off. If you do have somebody approach your residence and you don't want them there, then you can push this siren button. You're going to get a notification that the siren is going to go off, and this is what it's going to sound like. You'll see that that will go for 30 seconds, or you can shut that off if you want to. And then we go on to our second screen, and there's our album. There's a couple of screenshots that we've taken, and those are stored so that we can see them. Now, if we was to go into our history is going to show us a calendar, and if we did have an SD card, this is going to show us where all of our video snippets have been recorded and saved for us. Of course, because there is no SD card, there are no saved videos, there are no saved snippets. You can change the quality from an auto to an SD or an HD picture. We're just going to leave it at auto so it makes those adjustments on its own. And then you can also see the battery level and the Wi-Fi signal. Quick rundown, I understand that completely, but there are a ton of features on here, and I want to try to cover as much of those as I can in a short amount of time. So I think the next thing that we need to do is that we need to get ourselves outside.
Okay, so we do have the camera at the chicken coop, and there is a turkey right there and a second turkey, and these little guys are curious, I'll tell you what. So when you go big screen on that, and we can turn on the volume there, so now we can hear them inside the coop. If they make any noise, you can see the fan in the background, and you can also see a heat lamp in there. So we have everything set up, and we're going to be watching these guys for a little bit. So really fun there to have that in the coop. Again, these guys are curious little creatures. We do have about 15 chickens in there, and so we're going to be able to watch them, keep an eye on them, and we're just going to go from there. So yeah, you can see me in the background now. And there's everything moving now. Woohoo! Everything's excited.